Welcome back, guys. Well, we're just coming up to our first bait. I checked some snares over there. There's absolutely zero tracks. Nothing's coming through these trails. But finally, this one connected. It's been a pretty rough dry spell, to say the least. His foot was frozen. Not a very big coyote, but a beautiful, beautiful color. This one's really nice and light. Perfect belly. It's got good guards. That's pretty good. We waited quite a while for that coyote to come. So this is how I had that snare set up. I just bent that one stick over the top. I plan on pulling all these sets here. I'm just trying to get something else set up before I pull all these, just in case I can pick a couple off. But all these snares are going to come out here probably within the next week, I'm thinking. We made it to the second bait. So I've checked a couple of snares on this side, and this one was fired. I'm not sure what the hell happened here. Definitely it broke. It almost looks like a chew out on this one side. But the other side, this cable actually snapped. It broke right where that heat treated nut is crimped. It broke just beyond that. He got tangled on here, and it almost looks like he had chewed himself out then. I've actually never ever had a snare break like this before. I'm curious to know what was in here. Okay, we got that made back up. So we'll see if we can't connect on there again. Not sure what would have broke the snare like that. That's not... I have caught deer in the past, but usually they just snap that breakaway and off they go. Alright guys, I'm out checking footholds today. I'm actually pulling my footholds today. I was on another road a couple miles down the road, and I caught a coyote there. I had a catch circle, everything. When I got there, the trap was there, but no coyote. There's blood and there's man tracks. So I think somebody, apparently he needed that coyote more than I did. So we're coming down to this one, pulling as we go, and you can see we got a nice young coyote. He's he looks to be well furred. I don't know if it's a male or female. Fairly decent pad catch. So we'll take care of him and we'll have a little bit better look at him. So we just dispatched that coyote. I don't know if it's blurry or not. I can see another one running way back there. So it's a young female. You can see we got a fairly, not a super good pad catch, but it's decent. We'll take it. It was good enough to hold her. Nice white belly. So we'll load her in the truck and we'll move on to the next set. We're coming up to our last two sets. I probably should have showed the other one, but both these sets were dug up a little bit. I'm pulling them anyways. I think I have waxed dirt that is tainted. It seems like when I went to relure one set, I could smell that waxed dirt, and I think that's why they're shying away, because there's definitely coyotes here. And this one was dug up, and it had one other one that was dug up. Other than today, it was dug up a couple days ago. So what I'm going to do is when I go on holidays here for Christmas, I'm going to make some new wax dirt, re-wax my traps, and we're going to see if we can't set up in a brand new location. Alright guys, we are in a different location. I started baiting this a week ago. I came yesterday to rebait. Seen there was good activity, so I set a few snares here yesterday. I'm back here today because I got thinking last night that some of the snares over here, I don't think I set far enough away, and I just don't want the birds to eat them. This one I took a chance on because he's out so far, so what I'm going to do is I brought extra anchor cables, and I'm going to put a really long cable on it in the hopes that when he gets caught, he'll actually go into the bush. So real nice looking coyote. Pretty good looking fur on him. Nice and heavy. Should turn out pretty good. So I'll shut you off. I'll remake this and I'll show you guys what it looks like. Alright, so I got that all set up. I was anchored to that big tree. Most of it's covered in snow, but so what I did is I doubled up my anchors and put an extra long one on actually as well, and anchored to that tree in the hopes that they've got a trail that goes into the bush right there. If he gets caught, he'll want to go down that trail. And then I put another one right there. I know they're pretty close together, but we're gonna try it and see. The further down I go down that trail, there's really nothing that I can kind of set up by, where there's a few little trees or shrubs right there. So we've got a couple more snares in here to check, and I might move a couple more around. So just to try and show you where I am, we've got massive timber. There's probably 400 acres of bush that way. Now what happened is I had a farmer that had 2 cows die, asked me if I wanted them. I said yeah. I showed him, or told him, where I wanted him to put them, which is supposed to be probably half a mile that way, where the bush on the right gets a lot thicker. He ended up dumping them here, which really sucks for me because this is probably the worst spot on this whole mile. that he could dump it. Because basically what's going on is the coyotes are coming from that big timber and they're walking right down this trail and they're going straight in right to my bait. And these trees are, I'm only 30 yards from my bait, way too close to snare. The birds are going to eat the coyotes for sure. I wanted to be all the way down that way, but this trail, it snowed a little bit this morning, but you should still be able to see it. It's pretty defined. There was a lot of tracks in here last night, but I was here pretty darn late. So I would have set my bait down there, but there's so much snow in that field that I had to follow the tractor tracks or I would have been stuck, especially pulling a trailer. So we'll see if we can't make something work. This is where I'm hoping to put footholds, is all the way down along this line. Because then if I catch, then the birds won't bother them. I just kind of have to wait till, I guess, I take my holidays for Christmas. So, but I've got 2 snares over there on a split Y trail. So we'll go over there and check them. Alright guys, we're trying to get through the bush here. The snow is brutal to walk in. So right there's one of my rams. The trail is a single trail till about there. Then it splits, goes that way. And it splits. It goes this way. There's a coyote. So let's go have a look at him. Little male. Real nice color. Not very big, but he's a real nice color. Pretty good shape. Small coyote, but that's okay. He'll bring a pretty good price, I think. Behind me, it's pretty thin bush because there has been cattle running here, and then we've got open meadows and grassland. So they've got a trail going this way, and they've got a trail behind me going that way. So they must be coming out of that block of timber that's over here. So I was hoping to try and pick them off. Originally I wanted to set a little deeper in there because this is pretty darn open. The birds are gonna pick the coyotes if you give them a chance. So I'm going to let it soak here a couple more days, and I'm probably going to have to move all my snares back a little bit further. I did move some today, but we'll get this made back up. So on this trail you can see these little shrubs here. Basically I just hid the ram right behind it. He probably didn't even see that coming. I didn't put grass or anything on it because it's blended, I think, good enough without the grass. I don't know if you'll be able to see that. You can see how the ram is straight up and down and that snare is crooked. That's why I make my support wires the way I do, because then all I do is turn it. I might have turned it a little too much, but it straightened it out. So without that J on the back here, that wire would just spin in there and it it would never hold its memory once you bend it. So yeah, straighten it out. So we're just gonna hide this in the exact same spot. Try and show you. So that's how we have the ram set up. I didn't blend it with any grass or anything. I must have pulled or caught that snare on something. Look at how bent and crooked it is. I should almost change that out, but we'll leave it. We'll see if we can't catch a coyote on that damn thing. Okay, well, I'm gonna pack this guy, and that guy is over there somewhere. Right there. And we'll get him out of here and continue on. So we're just coming up to our last two snares. I actually didn't anticipate these catching or in as good of spots as my other one. So we were just across over here. This is a trail coming through from the bait. I've got a snare down, I don't know, 25 yards or something. And there was a nice little trail right here, but he decided to mess it up. That's just perfect. Another nice one. This is a young female. A lot of guys don't like catching the pups, but they're actually probably one of the better ones to catch. Fur's in the best shape. They're real good. I like catching like 2-year-old pups or 2-year-old females. They seem to bring pretty good money. Real nice color. Real nice white belly. No signs of mange or mites or lice. So that's pretty damn awesome. I'm glad I came out today to check and move some of these. Hopefully this ground isn't going to be froze too hard that I can't put footholds in. What I might do is, if I can't drive the anchors in, I might just tie them off to a tree and have them anchored that way. So I'll shut you off, and I guess I'm going to try and make it back up right here. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to move it back right to where the camera is. Or I might move it down here because there's kind of a corner, and I like snaring around corners because they can't see the snare very good. Usually when they're going around a corner, they're committed no matter what, so it's pretty easy to catch them that way. So I'm going to move it back, and we'll get back with you. We moved that snare, so this is where it was, right here. See if I can show you here. It's right inside there. So that trail goes in and kind of goes left through there. So I put it kind of around in there on the grass or in the grass, so it should hide it pretty good. So I'm going to haul these coyotes back to the truck. Alright guys, here's today's catch. I'm pretty happy with it. All young coyotes, but I'm okay with that. They all have real nice fur, nothing's woolly, nothing's mangy. They all look really good. They should bring a fair price. Pretty damn satisfied coming out today to move those snares and find 3 coyotes in here. The potential, I guess, could be here, so time will tell. So behind me, this is all open field here now, but the coyotes are coming out from the bush way behind me, and they're running down the outside. So what I'm hoping to do on my Christmas holidays is I'm going to make hay sets behind me and on the other side here, and also in that trail in there. We're going to try and see if we can pick a few off. Still going to leave the snares in. We're also going to try some foothold. So, but with that, guys, thanks to everybody that's watching. Thanks to all the new subscribers. If you haven't subscribed and you like watching this kind of stuff, hitting that subscribe button would be greatly appreciated. So with that, let's hope I can bring you some more catches and a few better videos. Okay guys, till the next time.